My name is Jeff Mazurek. My wife and I are owners of the Nook Smokehouse and Grill and Up and Smoke Barbecue. We specialize in different kind of things here. Number one, our barbecue is top notch. I've been smoking meat since I've been 10 years old with my background. We also do steaks here, seafood here, a variety of things here. We come up with new dishes all the time. My dad worked hard, also like my wife and I do, and my son. He started a business, and my sister and I was so successful with him to make that business. I mean, when we sold that business, we had 28 trucks on the road delivering meat. And I wanted to prove to myself that I could do what my dad did. That's why I started the Up and Smoke Barbecue back in 2012. It grew so big that we needed a brick and mortar. This is our 4th year here. Believe me, our 2nd year, I thought we could have served everybody that's been around here, as busy as we've been. We're averaging 500 to 700 customers a day, and we're only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Good food and good prices. I mean, nothing comes out of my kitchen unless it's passed and ready to go. When I got done remodeling here, Bruce came back from New York to help me on that. Let him in, and we're gonna run this restaurant. And I had white ceilings, all the walls were gray drywall. I had one single door here to go out back, no window. Bruce come in and just totally redesigned the whole place.
My name is Bruce Budd. I'm Director of Operations at the Nook Smokehouse and Grill. I grew up in Massillon, went out to New York for art and baseball. So studied art, played baseball. So 7 years out there, down to Atlanta for 7 years, back to New York for 6. And then I've been back here since 2020 when we opened up. When I was studying art and that, you have different elements that goes on. And then I started to realize when I was in Atlanta, it was Chef Luna. When I moved back to New York, I just so happened to befriend Chef Greg Coombs. And he really kind of opened my eyes to see it in a different way. And he said, start doing your food like you look at your art. So truthfully, when I do a recipe or anything like that, or my part in it, I guess in a weird kind of way, it's more like musical notes. So you got a bass note for something fatty. You got a high note for something citrusy. And so if you can create that harmony, much like with music or with art and line definition, shadow, depth, all that, it kind of comes together in the same kind of way with a different concept. That's where the link happened, is when I started, you study art, and then you start drawing live at a restaurant, you make a few friends, and you transition to a whole new love. As far as this, it was just a blank slate, and it was just, what do you want to do? We always crafted it down to a simple concept. If you can answer any question with whatever you're doing with that concept, then you have your answer, and it's a right answer. And for here, it's rough and refined. So we have blue collar and we have white collar coming together. In our area here, we have Amish, we have Canton, we have Massillon, we have Jackson. We have all these different things coming together. So we wanted to include all of that because we all eat. We're creating new food back there, or old food. We got to ask ourselves 2 questions. Number one, if we are doing something that somebody else is doing, is it better than that? Are we uplifting it? And if we are doing a new flavor, is it interesting? Is it new? Is it something different? So if we can answer those 2 questions, then we're on the path of creating something. Here at the Nook, we are open Thursday through Saturday from 11 o'clock to 9 p.m. Here at the Nook, we're located on 241 and 93. There's a little split right there. It's right off of Route 30. So if you're coming from Canton to Massillon, right when you hit Route 30 there and 93, jump off of there. We're about 100 yards away from the exit, so we're real close. That's one thing we want to express to people and why we chose this location. With us trying to reach out to Jackson, to Canton, to Worcester, to all these different places, we chose here because we're closer than you think. I mean, from downtown Canton, we're probably 12 minutes. From Jackson, you could probably make it in 15 minutes. From Massillon, you make it in 5 minutes. Even from Millersburg and all that, you're only taking a 15-20 minute trip. So it's not like you have to travel 40 minutes. We're hopefully at a main bang here. So.